Hey everyone, this is Carla with Agent Associates Real Estate Group. I'm the owner. This is the broker who I like to call the Grinch, the hairy broker.
Hi, Araujo. How's everything?
And we have a guest today, the famous Frank Jurado. Is that how you pronounce it?
Jurado's good.
Jurado, there we are.
So we're actually here at our lobby, so you'll hear a lot of background noise. You'll have people walking in and out, and that's okay. We want to make this
raw and real
as possible, right? To show you exactly what we do here on a daily basis. Here at Agent Associates, and I'm excited to have Frank as our first guest.
I appreciate that.
And this is going to be episode 1, right, Carla?
Yes.
Is that what we decided?
And we decided to do interviews with agents on a weekly basis, and the reason for that being it's not going to be so much business as it is going to be more personal. We want you guys to know what agents go through on a daily basis, also the battles that they go through in their marriage, what they have to do to become these top-notch agents.
Badass agents. Badass agents. So we got Badass Agent number 1 here.
We'll also be interviewing lots of ladies as well. Successful agents here, my badass ladies here at Agent Associates Real Estate Group. But for right now, Frank, tell us a little bit about yourself. You went from military to contractor to an agent. Talk to us.
Yeah, so I did 8 years in the Coast Guard, got out of the Coast Guard, tried to go to the fire department, got a conditional job offer with budgets back then, didn't work out, so I had to do a career change. So we went contracting direction, got my own business started doing flipping homes. After that, real estate kind of mingled with both. So got my license and realized it was more beneficial for me to do real estate full time.
Absolutely.
And here we are today.
Well, you get 2 things out of real estate. 1, you are really helping families achieve their dreams, and 2, there's a financial and a monetary reward as well. When you love what you do, it just seems that the monetary aspect of it comes along with it. And I'll tell you what, Frank, I mean, for being in the first year, you're doing amazing things. You're doing amazing things, and you're a great representation of what we have here as core values, which is something that Carla will kind of get into is our health,
right?
Our being, right, which is just being spiritually connected and also just being an overall good person. Our family life, our connection, and obviously our career. Those are items that we constantly preach, we constantly live by, and that's something that you truly believe in.
Right.
And
how do you balance it all? How do you balance being the dad, the business owner, because that's what you all are, independent agents, you're a business owner, and also being the father and a friend? How do you balance it all? Your health?
I think it's just one, you need to be intentional in everything you do. Communication. Make sure my wife, my kids, friends, everyone's on the same page. Not be the guy with the secret. But with me, I mean, I'm a little bit different. I take my kids to school. I pick them up. My wife works full time temporarily.
Yeah, she's actually coming on board full time, which is pretty cool.
Now I have to tell you this. I watched it on Facebook, and you and your wife seem like you have a phenomenal, amazing marriage. How long have you guys been married?
This Monday will be 13 years.
13 years. And
we're going on 11 on Saturday.
Yes.
11 on Saturday.
Here, buddy.
Hey, that's right.
I have to tell you, I've seen you and your wife, and you guys are constantly just holding each other, just kissing each other, going on dates,
supporting each other,
supporting all these things. Now, was that like that at the beginning, or obviously marriages work?
Yeah.
But was that at the beginning, or is there certain things that you guys had to change?
Is it more intentional? You talked about being more intentional about things that we do. Are you applying that same principle to your marriage, as being just intentional about, because I think a lot of us, after we've been married for quite some time, we just kind of go through the motions. We take each other for granted, or we don't respond. We're not as nice.
Being an agent, it's kind of crazy. You're all over the place. You work all hours in the night. So it just depends. So I just want to know how you and your wife continue that great friendship, the marriage that you guys are having. Have you gone through these battles of having to make changes when you became an agent? I know you have to work different hours.
Especially
you have to work on holidays, on Sundays. When you're a high producer, you're going to have all that craziness.
So how do you handle that? And like, I think we all, especially being new into the business, you probably didn't know what to expect, right? And neither did your wife or your family, your kids. So along those lines, how did you become aware of that? And what are you doing now to make sure that your marriage and your relationships are on fire?
Yes.
I know in the beginning it seemed like you get real excited, you start chasing every client, and next you know, you're hours and hours away from your family.
Yeah.
And then they start saying, hey, you're never here.
Yes.
What are you doing? I miss you. And really, that's really the first red flag. And from that point forward, I decided I need to make boundaries, just like anything in life. So I have certain times of the day I do certain things. Basically, what I've done now, it took about 8 to 10 months to figure it out. But what I do now is I take my family schedule and then I plug business in those holes. So no one really feels a transition. Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's exactly. We just have to be intentional again about making that decision that just like business is important, family is just as important, and health, and also growing our skill set and our mindset on a consistent basis. And I think for a lot of us, we just look at success as money. We
don't see everything around it. We just forget the family,
exactly.
the friends, the kids.
And the focus,
it's all about making money.
And the focus on the money will eventually unravel. It'll just be temporary because you made the money at the cost of your relationships.
Right.
You made at the cost of your health. And I see a lot of individuals that are killing it in this business.
I have to go based on what you just said right now. It's kind of funny because it relates to me and AZ. AZ and I went, I had the UPS store that I had full time. That was my store, that was my baby, and AZ was working real estate. Neither of us had communication. We didn't talk much. We didn't really have much in common other than, the kids and other little aspects. But business-wise, we didn't communicate a lot in that area.
And it was tough.
A lot. Yeah, and it was tough. There was times I wasn't with him on Thanksgiving, Christmas, because it was about making the money.
Right, and it was about making the money. And I see a lot of, individuals. Not to say it's wrong, right, or indifferent, but I think we have the ability to have it all. I think I could be in the best shape of my life, Carla.
I am.
And I feel like I am right now. At 36 years old, I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life.
I
feel my marriage right now is on fire. What's your name? Huh? What's that? And not only that, but it's just, and our business is just booming for that same reason that we think we can have it all. And we actually live by those core values. It's not that we think, we know we can have it all. So, that I commend you for being able to do that at such a young age as well. Well, you're not that particularly young, but so new to the business to have it all in line.
You know what I have to say? I am here to watch you when a certain time, because I go pick up the kids at the same time you do. 3 o'clock comes along, this guy's out to pick up his kids. That is pretty cool. Now, do you do that every day?
Monday through Friday.
Awesome. And I do the same thing. I'm like going straight for my, I drop off the kids and we go pick them up every day at 3 o'clock. So from 2:45 to 3:15, my schedule's like booked. I never schedule anything around those times because I know that's the time I have to go pick them up.
It's kind of neat because them two are not the only ones you see around here. You see a lot of dads running out to get their kids. So that's amazing. Bye.
So, and that's what the whole point of this, I guess these interviews, these episodes are going to be, is to feature agents that are doing it all. It's not just about the money.
We want you guys to know who they really are, not just business, but they're also family men, badass agents.
And that's exactly right.
Amazing husbands, or at least trying to work with it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We're just more conscious about everything in our lives, and we're trying to build a sustainable business, an empire. And to have an empire, you got to have all 4 elements, right? Health, consciousness, connection, and career. You have all those in line, you become unstoppable. Frank, you're becoming unstoppable. Why? Because you have the support of your family. You have your health. The skill set and the mindset and the consciousness you work on every day is only going to make that career boom. So I'm excited for you, my brother. So best of luck to you.
One question I have for you, Frank. Do you plan on growing a beard?
No, I get real spotty and patchy.
But, I see a few whiskers right there.
Beard is not meant for everybody.
No.
This guy's trying to hold it in a ponytail.
Not my beard.
The hair.
My hair.
So if someone would ask you about Agent Associates, what would you say about
Does it fall in line with your values? I know a lot of people have that notion that whatever we represent on social media or on Facebook is not really what we do here. What would you say to that kind of a person? And also just in general, what's your take at what we do here and how we handle life in general? Yeah. I would say that Facebook's just a fraction of the reality here.
you know, you see a small glimpse, and most people think that's probably all of it. But the reality is, when you walk through the doors, you realize that's just a portion of it. You know, this is my first brokerage, so I really don't have another one to compare. But every new agent that walks through the doors, I ask them, hey, why'd you come? Why didn't you like the other place? And they all have the same common reason. But all of them, whether they're 2 months in the business or 13 years in the business, they can't fathom why they didn't find this place earlier on in life. So I know I'm here for a reason. I'm not going nowhere. So yeah.
Awesome. And we have a saying here, you know, it's empire vision. Build something greater than just your next commission check.
That's right.
And you know, there's a mindset out there that it's about saving money, you know, as opposed to making money. It's about you know, always being on the defensive of your relationship as opposed to making it better, or just trying not to get fatter or bigger or overweight as opposed to getting fit.
Or
or healthy. And that is what we truly believe here. It's about doing more and becoming more. And Frank, again, we thank you for coming on board.
Yes,
Carla, IFBB Pro, Carla Araujo. If you want your signatures, we can make some money on this.
You like to
No? You want
No.
to?
Actually,
He's your advocate.
Let's get some autograph. If you want an autograph, it is $9.90.
No, they're free. Just come on in. Come see us.
Come on in.
And we have meetings every other Wednesday.
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday at
10 a.m. So if you're interested in coming to meet Frank, Carla, myself, and people just walking around, what's going on, Patty?
Hello. Please come and see us.
Please come and see us. We'll see you on episode 2 of AZ.
We'll see what agent is next. AZ and Associates Real Estate.
Let's get it. Thanks, Frank.
Bye.
Stop this bad boy, right?
Yeah.